Very good, thank you. Mr. Harvey, you had something else?
I was just going to ask Chief Cole,
Everything I was gonna
are
say.
the communities throughout the state that don't have their own police departments paying the same percentages as the rest of us? I mean, proposed?
As I read that, Councilman Harvey, no, they're not. They're paying a different multiplier. So they would pay a higher rate if they do not have a police department. That's, I think, what he's trying to do there is, and obviously he's claiming that we all use state police services, but we also get taxed for that with our state tax dollars.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I mean, whether, and the difference also in Allegheny County is that Allegheny County does not use the crime lab services of the state police. A lot of counties, even though they have their own police departments in their municipalities, they use the crime lab that the state police runs statewide. We have our own crime lab. Us in Philadelphia are the only two. Everybody else, if you're in Allentown and get involved in an issue, or in Harrisburg,
state police
it's
crime
going to the state police crime lab. If something happens in Westmoreland County, it's going to the state police. Washington County, even if you have your own police department, Peters Township's a big police department in Washington County. They would take any of their crime lab stuff to the Pennsylvania State Police in Greensburg. So, yeah, that is one of the arguments maybe you could make there. But certainly, that was an unusual thing. This is an unusual event that he wants to charge municipalities that have their own police departments. It was never that way before whenever it was a proposal made. It was always police departments that relied
Yeah,
on the
mutual
Pennsylvania
aid
State
would be
Police
great.
primary,
Sense.
as a
Yeah.
They
primary
needed
department.
us, but they called us. If we needed them, we called them.
Absolutely. So.
Chief, don't go away, Chief. Mr. Mayor.
Go ahead, please.
Chief, I forgot to bring up, this is more than one call. We're having those tandem trucks still coming up Monroeville Boulevard. Today was a perfect example. Almost took a resident out at about 60 mile an hour passing them on the right when they were leaving. I'm not sure where they're going. But apparently this is happening regularly, and it's now even all day long. Can we have some more patrols down that way?
We certainly can, but again, we come down to speed enforcement on that stretch of road is difficult to do.
You should be able to, if they're going over 40, 50 mile an hour,
Well,
you
you
should be able to see
to,
that.
but then in order to do that, you have to use we call our NRAD system, which this all goes back to the radar bill that I was just talking to Councilman Harvey about. If we had radar, the capability, it would
It's
take.
still, I didn't even bring it up because it's
Yeah.
still in committee.
It's still in committee, but I'm hearing that we still have the best chance to possibly get that. But again, it's problematic to try to do speed enforcement. Certainly, one of the things we could look at, again, one of the other options there is the weighing of the trucks because they're all coming from the mill. They're coming from the Edgar Thompson
And they're
mill.
cutting through our.
And they cutting through to
through
come up
us.
on a 22 to go east on 22 where they do a dump or wherever it is.
That's my
happening.
understanding,
That's
but I
correct.
don't know that fact.
Yeah, Lower Monroeville Road, and that gets to Lower Monroeville Road, coming out of Turtle Creek, up to, up through Monroeville Boulevard. If you can watch them here at the Old Stone Church, they make the left usually there, go down to 22 and start going east.
Well, what's sad is, and this is for all the council, do you realize how much damage they're gonna do to our roads? And there's nothing we can do about it unless we start dealing with it.
That's a county
Well,
road
they're not
there.
doing damage to the roads with speed. They're doing it with weight.
Wait,
Well,
absolutely.
yeah, well, the way, agreed.
50 minutes.
But part of that's our road.
Chief, can you do,
Well, it does have a weight limit, but I don't think, we can't enforce that. It's difficult for us to enforce that without the capability of having access to scales. Let's put it that way. So,
If you can
I-
help in any way, we'd appreciate it.
okay.
Because that was terrible with this resident was
Maybe
quite
just put
unhappy.
patrols there
Yeah, slow
more
them up.
often and slow them down.
And a lot of times when they're coming up there, or well, one way they're going, either coming up or going down,
Yes.
they're empty, so they are going to make the weight. If they're filled up, they're not going to make the weight. You're talking about the
Seems
triathlon.
like when they're coming this way, going,
Our ability to clock speed in Pennsylvania is so antiquated.
Yeah, it
It's
just,
actually dangerous if it's inclement weather or anything like that.
well, today it was raining, this guy had to be doing, they thought about 60.
okay.
Thank you, Chief.
thank you, Chief.